Hook, the Golden Discovery. A homeowner in Montana was simply clearing land for a new shed when his shovel struck something unusually hard. It wasn't a rock and it wasn't a pipe. As he brushed away the dark soil, the serrated edge of a 6-inch tooth emerged, black, mineralized, and razor sharp. He wasn't just looking at a bone, he was looking at the jaw of a juvenile Tyrannosaurus rex. That single afternoon of yard work transformed into a discovery worth millions of dollars. The truth is, the map of the prehistoric world is laid directly over our modern suburbs, and the only thing standing between you and a life-changing find is knowing where to dig. Introduction: The hidden world beneath the turf. Paleontology is often viewed as an elite science, practiced only by PhDs in remote deserts. However, the fossil record does not obey property lines or academic boundaries. Millions of years ago, the landscape we now call home was a chaotic theater of life and death. Coastal seaways covered the Midwest, and massive river deltas snaked through the Great Plains. When these ancient giants died, their remains were encased in sediment that eventually turned to stone. Today, erosion, construction, and even heavy rainfall can bring these treasures back to the surface. Amateur paleontology is the ultimate treasure hunt, one where the prize isn't gold, but the literal bones of a monster that walked the earth 66 million years ago. Strategy: the top US hotspots for fossil hunters. If you want to find a dinosaur, you have to go where the rocks are the right age. You wouldn't look for a 1920s coin in a house built in 2024. Similarly, you need sedimentary rock from the Mesozoic era. In the United States, certain regions are fossil factories due to their geological history. Montana and the Dakotas, home to the legendary Hell Creek Formation. This is the holy grail for fossil hunters. This region was once a lush subtropical floodplain where T-Rex and Triceratops roamed. Because the land is prone to erosion, new fossils are unzipped from the earth every spring. Utah and Wyoming. The Morrison Formation here is famous for long-necked giants like Brachiosaurus and the plated Stegosaurus. The high desert environment preserves bone quality exceptionally well. Texas and the Gulf Coast. If you're looking for marine fossils, giant mosasaurs, sea monsters, are frequently found in the limestone and shale of central Texas. The East Coast, New Jersey to Maryland. Believe it or not, the greensand marl pits of New Jersey have yielded some of the earliest dinosaur finds in North America. Even in densely populated areas, ancient shark teeth and dinosaur vertebrae are hiding just inches deep. The process: how the ordinary become extraordinary. Becoming a backyard paleontologist requires more than a shovel. It requires a trained eye. Most people walk over fossils every day, mistaking them for common rocks. The key difference is texture. Fossilized bone often has a porous honeycomb structure on the inside, which is the remains of the ancient marrow chambers. If you find a rock that looks like wood but feels like stone, or a stone that sticks to your tongue, a common field test for the porosity of bone, you may have found a winner. The million-dollar discoveries usually happen through a combination of luck and persistence. Take the case of the dueling dinosaurs, a Triceratops and a T-Rex buried together found by amateur hunters in Montana. That specimen was valued at millions because of its rarity and completeness. While not every find is a full skeleton, even isolated teeth from a megalodon or a raptor can fetch thousands of dollars in the legal fossil market. More importantly, these finds contribute to our collective knowledge of life on Earth, often ending up in museums where they are named after the person who found them. Climax: from dirt to riches, the legal and ethical path. The climax of any fossil hunt is the extraction. This is the high-stakes moment. One wrong move with a pickaxe can shatter a skull that survived 70 million years. Professionals use dental picks and brushes to slowly exhale the earth from the bone. But before the first grain of sand is moved, the most important tool is a legal document. In the United States, fossils found on private land belong to the landowner. This is what allows ordinary citizens to become millionaires. If you find something on your property, it is yours to keep, donate, or sell. However, the moral horror or legal trap occurs when hunters stray onto federal or state land, where taking even a small shard of bone is a serious crime. The successful backyard paleontologist is part historian, part geologist, and part legal expert. The moment a significant find is confirmed, the clock starts ticking. You must protect the site from the elements and decide, do you call a museum to preserve history or a private auction house to secure your future? Conclusion: your prehistoric legacy. The dinosaurs didn't choose where to die, and the Earth didn't choose where to preserve them. It is a matter of pure geological chance that a creature of unimaginable power might be resting beneath your garden, your local park, or the construction site down the street. Fossil hunting is a bridge between the mundane present and a terrifyingly beautiful past. It encourages us to look at the ground not just as dirt, but as a vast, unread library of deep time. Whether you find a tiny shark tooth or the femur of a titanosaur, you are the first living being to touch that creature in millions of years. So the next time you see a strange, dark stone poking out of the mud after a rainstorm, don't just walk by. Pick it up, clean it off. You might just be holding the keys to a kingdom that ruled the world long before we arrived, and a discovery that could change your life forever.